Hey guys, thanks for joining me again here today at Kaylee's Corner. So glad to have you. I just keep having some more encouragement that I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. I've been walking a little bit more on my own journey in this healing journey with God, and so I feel like just got some more revelation and clarity that I want to just keep sharing with you guys and keep encouraging you along your own journey and what that might look like for you. And of course, these are always just kind of a starting place to continue to ask questions to God on your own, and just to kind of, get creative and to let your mind go and let God work in your mind and in your heart in different ways. Because I really feel like he just wants to experience you and experience your life in different ways with you. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and share a little bit more encouragement that I have with you guys. So this is a vision that I had a few months ago now, and it's pretty short and sweet. And it's mostly just, I had seen myself at the airport, standing with like my luggage next to me and waving goodbye to all my friends and family. And it was like I could feel like this bittersweet moment of really excited about where I figured I was going, but also that kind of bitter side of things are ending, and just having to say goodbye and moving in a different direction is really what I feel like it was. And so I really just feel like, and that was kind of the gist of the vision, was that just really airport scene of like a goodbye scene. And to me, really like what airplanes represent and kind of how God speaks to me through them is, it's like moving, it's like a destination. Things are changing, you're taking flight, you're being elevated, you are changing places, there are a lot of options with an airplane. You can go to different places, you can reach new heights, you can experience things that we wouldn't be able to experience down here on the ground level. And so I feel like really what the scene was, or what the message is like we are taking flight and we are experiencing some big dreams coming true, and really some amazing new opportunities and different blessings coming to us and in our lives. But that does mean like we are going to have to take those action steps, take those steps to kind of move you from where you are now, moving you to where you are wanting to be and where you are going. They're going to feel bigger, and probably the biggest that you have had to take before. And I really feel like it's God just kind of saying like, I had peace in the moment, knowing that this is exactly what I wanted to do and exactly where I wanted to go, and what, where God was leading me. But, also knowing like things are going to change, and those relationships are kind of changing and, just evolving and things like that. And so I think just in these different opportunities that you guys are probably having as well, just to know that, these relationships in your life might be changing. You might be moving geographically, you might just be moving jobs, you might be moving houses, you might be, moving churches, whatever it might be, that, like there's a movement happening and kind of like a switch taking place. I really feel like this is confirmation that things are moving, that this was no longer like just like a planning stage of like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about going on this flight. In this vision, it was like, no, I am leaving, and it is happening, and it is here, it is now, and it is present, and it's what's, like the next step. And so I really feel like that's, kind of the difference is some of these things have been really big, and you've been holding on to them for a really long time, and now you're actually starting to see them come to pass, or at least see some opportunities that might lead you to that. And it means some action steps are going to have to be starting to be taken for you to be able to get from where you are now to get you to where you want to be. And some of those steps are changing relationships, changing jobs, changing school even. I don't know what it might look like for you, but they're going to be bigger changes that you're going to feel ready for, because it's just kind of that natural next step that You know what's coming up next for you to be able to get to where you want to go, and it's just going to kind of be like, yeah, that's what I'm doing next. You know, this is just the next part of my path, and I'm ready for it. I feel ready for it. It's no longer in the distance, and it no longer feels overwhelming to the point that I can't even think about it. It is now like, yeah, I'm just going to move right into it, and this is where we're going. And I really just want to encourage you, to start taking these steps with confidence. Take these steps with encouragement and feel empowered that this is your life and you are making these decisions. You are choosing you. You are choosing to create the life that you want for yourself, and you are creating it with God on your side, and He has gone before you. He has made a way for you, but really, don't back down now. I really feel like, go for it. Start to take those big steps, and that you are going to be way more ready than you think you are. You're going to feel way more prepared than you ever thought you would be. And that's just going to be a natural progression for you, that this is just going to be my next step, and then I'm going to take this step, and the next thing you know, you're going to be from here to here, and it's not going to feel like you thought it was going to feel like. It's not going to feel overwhelming. It's not going to feel as scary. Yes, change is always kind of uncertain, but I think what I'm really trying to get across is when you're taking these steps with God, and when you're really in alignment with yourself and with where God is taking you, it's not going to feel like you're, like ripping a part of yourself out to make this happen. It's going to feel like, yeah, I'm just gathering another piece of me, and I'm feeling more whole every step I take towards this direction. I'm feeling more and more full. I'm feeling more and more fulfilled. That does not mean I don't feel uncertainty. It doesn't mean that I don't feel some anxiety or some nerves or some fear, but it does mean that I feel like I want to keep moving in this direction, and I'm going to be able to overcome any of these other things that are coming in along the way. So I feel like that's kind of a long-winded word for a short vision of, the airport scene, that you are taking flight. You are going to get to pursue these dreams, and you're going to have some of these amazing opportunities present themselves to you, but to really just be aware of, things are probably going to be changing, and that's not always a bad thing. Just because things are new and a little uncertain or a little scary doesn't mean that that's not a healthy direction for you to continue moving in, and to start taking some bold steps in that direction. Be brave, be courageous, and go after them, and to see how much bigger you feel when you keep taking steps in the direction of aligning yourself and aligning with where God is wanting you to go and who He's called you to be. So yeah, I pray that this is encouraging to you. And of course, always take out all these words back to God, because I know He wants to meet you in your own journey and what this looks like for you. I know what this word means to me, but I can't speak to what it is to you and what that specific confirmation might look like for you. Only He can give that to you. So I do encourage you to take it back to Him, ask Him for specific details, ask Him for specific confirmation, whatever it is that you need. Ask Him for it. But if you already have received some of those things and you're just still hesitant, then I would remind you, go back to the last thing that God told you to do. Go back to the last thing He asked you to do, and go ahead and take that step, and then see what comes from that. Be brave, be bold. You got this. We got this. God's on our side. I'm just as excited to see what your guys' journey is as getting to share with you what mine is. So yeah, I pray that this is encouraging. I pray that it blesses you, and that it continues to lead you on your own journey and what that might look like for you, with more clarity, more revelation. And until I see you again, I pray you have a blessed day. Thanks. Bye.